Welcome back to WZ Sports Day Chicago 2026. It is now time to get into the event with the first sport. That's going to be wiffle ball. This is a sport that we've seen lead off the event numerous times. It's a tone setter. It's always really unpredictable, I feel like, give or take a few things, and I think that that's going to be the case this time as well. So seeing as this is the 10th time we have seen wiffle ball in WZ Sports Day, I'm not going to waste your time going over any rules or regulations. We're just going to get straight into the action with the first game of the day. That is going to be Dolphin team taking on Eagle team, starting right now.
Game 1 of wiffle ball getting underway here. Welcome back everyone to WZ Sports Day. I am TK, joined here with co-commentator King. King, how are you doing? What do you think of this matchup?
Doing great. Glad to be back with you as always for some Sports Day wiffle. Always a great time. This is going to be a great matchup we have here. As you see, the Dolphin team lineup: Larry, TK, CC, Aiden. A lot of potential for big hits there with that Larry TK core. But it's going to be a great start for Doobie on the mound with a nice strikeout to kick it off.
Yeah, Doobie coming off a really nice event pitching in Austin 2026, so he's going to be looking to build on that. TK, though, will not bite on that drop ball below the zone, and he'll be aboard with a walk. Get things going for Dolphin.
This is interesting here, the first appearance in Sports Day of CC. We're going to see how his wiffle skills hang up here, but it's going to be Doobie getting the strikeout there and looking to pick things back off, pick up where he left off, excuse me, as you mentioned. But a strikeout to Aiden.
Yeah, you certainly will pick up where he left off, as just the one walk. I mean, we've seen Doobie have walk problems in the past, and it didn't really come into play that inning, just the one, which you can live with a walk or two per inning if you're going to be striking out 3. Now, TK on the mound, we've seen pitch a lot. I believe he's the career leader in innings pitched in Sports Day. Makes sense as he's played all of them. And generally, a kind of pitch to contact style, like not going to blow you away. And Howler will not be blown away, as he will blow that ball straight into the outfield grass for a leadoff home run. Wow, Howler really not wasting any time. That was first pitch, and Eagle is on the board as he will soar into home plate, and with the 1-0 lead for Eagle right away.
Near the runway, here comes JetBlue Howler with a bomb to kick things off for Eagle team. Great start for Doobie on the mound, gets the walk there. I mean, everything going Eagle's way to start this game off. Let's see if Smash can keep the momentum going.
Yeah, eerily, as Smash will swing and miss at that one for strike 3. I was about to say, eerily similar start to TK's last pitching appearance in Austin. He instantly gives up a bomb, walks the next batter, and Howler is really just having a great start to his day, as that will also be way out over the power line's borderline, as that was a no-doubt shot for Howler's second home run straight. I believe on 2 pitches. I think that was also first pitch, which is honestly just remarkable, as Eagles off to a nice 3-0 lead here.
What an amazing start for Howler there. You know, as you mentioned, a pitch-to-contact style. Howler clearly picking up on it early on here, wasting no time getting things going. But TK does settle back down, gets the strikeout onto Doobie, and follows it up with another on Smash. I believe that all 3 outs are strikeouts, if I'm not mistaken, so TK does settle in despite the damage.
Yeah, able to limit the damage to 3. Mercy for the inning is 6, so you don't hate to see it. Larry coming up wants to get something going for Dolphin, and he might, as that goes to straightaway center field, and it's gone. Larry with a nice swing as he goes kind of outside corner there and just slaps that to straightaway center. Just some effortless power. Larry with his 3rd career home run. You love to see it.
Absolutely. Straightaway center, as you said, for Larry. Nice to see that. And something that's really going to be encouraging for Dolphin team, as Doobie projected to be very dangerous on the mound. It's proven it so far. So Larry being able to show a spark there is huge for this team, as TK is going to keep it going with the walk. Here comes CC.
At CC 0 for 1, make that 0 for 2, as I mean that's a really nice located riser up and in. Hard to fight that off.
Now Aiden up to bat. Let's see if he can get it going here at the plate, but it's not going to be now, as he does strike out there. A big back-to-back strikeouts for Doobie to limit the damage here, but here comes Larry once again. Can he keep it going? He will with a walk.
Yeah, that's really big. That'll bring TK back up. He's walked twice. Runners on base, opportunity to drive something. As a weird little fight-off swing there will go into right field, and he'll be safe, and the peg will be offline too, so that'll allow CC to advance home. Larry might think about home because they missed the peg again, but he will smartly stay at third, and that will be an RBI single for TK to bring them within 1.
What a crazy play. It has to be frustrating for Eagle with how that play panned out at first. But CC, after starting 0 for 2, he gets a big hit there. Lightning quick out to right field. That's going to clear the bases, bring 2 more runs home. And just like that here in the top of the second, Dolphin's going to take the lead in this game after being down 3-0 early.
Yeah, hard hit by CC there. Soft hit by Aiden, but I mean, he'll also have good results as he's aboard. That hard hit by CC went way into the outfield and allowed the runners to score all the way from first even, so Dolphin's still cooking here.
They'll absolutely take those for Dolphin. Aiden has had his struggles at the plate, so you love to see a hit there. Larry keeps it up with the walk, so now bases loaded, 2 out. High-stakes situation here, and TK, the great hitter that he is, delivers. That's going to bring 2 runs home. That's going to extend this lead to 6-3, mercy the inning, and all of a sudden this game has been flipped on its head.
Yeah, really great resilience there from Dolphin. 2 out, scoring 5 of those runs with 2 outs. TK will walk Howler. Honestly, not the worst result for Dolphin, considering what Howler's been doing at the plate today. Kind of just give him the Barry Bonds treatment, no problem there.
Unbelievable start from Howler, as Doopy's going to put one in play here, and it's going to be a nice defensive play from TK and Larry. Par for the course for these two out in the field there, and Wiffle making the nice fielder's choice. So Doopy will reach, but the out is made at second. Smash going to get one in play as well. You love to see that. A nice attempt, honestly, with the head first slide at first, but TK had it all the way. And he does convert the second out of the inning there. Runner does advance for Howler here, up to bat with 2 outs and a man in scoring position. But what crazy movement there. I don't know if that was a combination of movement and a little bit of wind or what was going on there, but it was effective, and Howler is going to be out to retire this side.
Yeah, I think Howler was facing a 2-strike count, so he was kind of expanding there, went fishing way out of the zone for that one. CC as well will strike out to start the inning. Doobie looking to limit the damage. 2 quick strikeouts, that's what you want to see. You really want to keep him at 6 here.
Great, phenomenal inning here so far from Doobie with those 2 strikeouts, especially that second perfectly placed strikeout pitch there to Aiden. But Larry does remain patient there with 2 outs. He's going to bring TK up by drawing the walk. Can they inflict more damage here?
Oh, it's hit to Howler, but he's not able to come up with it. That would have been a great play. He was on his ass, so he had to break to the left and couldn't quite come up with it.
That one, it's not really reflected on camera, but standing over there as the third base, that was a bullet. Can only blame Howler so much, but CC. 2 strikeouts quick, you wonder what you're going to get here, and boy did he deliver. With a massive hit earlier, bases clearing, and now a 3-run dinger to blow this game open.
Yeah, first career for CC, of course, and it was a no-doubter. Aiden with a little bloop hit there, that's going to work as he gets himself aboard with another single as well. So Doobie's not out of the woods yet.
2 hits for Aiden, you love to see that in this game. Great offensive performance from him. And a pop fly from Larry to Howler there, and he does get the 4th out for good measure by tagging Aiden. So ends the inning emphatically here as they get their last ups.
Just misses high on a full count, I believe, and Doobie will be aboard with a leadoff walk.
Here comes Smash now. Got a hit earlier. Can he keep it going? He is going to be patient, draw the second walk there. So this is exactly the start you need for Eagle here with your last chance batting, down 6 runs. Not give up any quick outs and get men aboard.
That's going to be trouble.
What a close play.
Yeah, it looks like safe. Safe's still going to be the call. It almost pegged him in time, but he was able to get that foot in, and now Eagles got bases loaded with nobody out. Doobie coming up, and oh, right to TK. He makes the catch on a line, checks all the base runners, everyone is back smartly, and that's a really big first out.
Great contact from Doobie. If he hits that most other places, it's easily a base hit, but right to TK. Great reflexes to catch it. It's going to bring up Smash, who is going to draw the walk. That'll bring a run home. So bases loaded, 1 out, and Haller's in striking distance here for his team. And that's going to get down.
Force out second,
Larry,
I believe, on the Ghost Runner. So that's important.
Fantastic defense from Larry, as usual, making that force out play at second, getting a crucial second out here. It's 4-run game. Doobie up to bat here. He is going to draw the walk, load the bases. So that's going to bring the tie run aboard, or excuse me, up to bat.
Yeah, that is scary. Now a single swing could tie this game. Smash, though, not going to be looking to swing there. TK can't believe it. He just is losing the zone at the most crucial point in the game right now, and that'll make it 9-6. And now a swing could end this game, and Haller's up to bat.
This is the third batter now with the 2 outs down to their last out, and that's now I believe the third batter in a row that has not been able to be retired here by TK. Can he hold on?
Full count to Doobie once again, and he just loses it wide. And now it's now or never if it comes to ending the game in this inning. One more run would tie the game, then they would have to go to extras, or they could walk it off still very easily.
Goodness gracious, TK's had him dead to rights. Eagle looked absolutely cooked. They bring it all the way back after he loses the zone, but when it matters most, he settles in and gets that crucial third out with a nice strikeout.
Yeah,
they
really,
hold on 9-8. What a game!
Really making that one as scary as possible, bringing in 5 runs and loading up the bases. But Dolphin, like you said, is able to hang on. Really nice work at the plate by Dolphin that game. And Eagle fought, but were not quite able to get it done.
And here we go with game 2. We've got Teal versus Cream. Cream is the home team, which is going to be bring Teal up first, and they're going to kick things off with Eirik. Brawly on the mound here, and you may have noticed the velocity of that pitch, and boy, oh boy, we're really in for a performance today, ladies and gentlemen, as this is, we've seen, you know, Joe in the past pitch with a lot of velocity, a lot of speed, but this from Brawly here, we haven't quite seen. We've seen him pitch, but not to this extent.
Yeah,
if he can find the zone, this could be a problem.
Yeah, but right now he's not. But like you were saying, it's by far the fastest pitching we've ever seen, and we kind of got a taste of it in Philly 2022 way back. And we saw a similar story. You know, he just couldn't find that zone. He was throwing it with heat, but just not able to find strikes. As Teal would walk in a run, and Brawly's gonna say like, "All right, I'm not finding it." Load up the bases, walked in a run. We're going to give it to Riku, or Snap rather, making his first career pitching appearance. And getting a strikeout right away for his first batter. That's exactly how you want to start things off if you're Snap.
Bases loaded, nobody out, and already a run given up, so great important first out there by Snap, but he is going to give the walk to King, of course, very patient hitter. That's going to bring another run home, and Nathan stays patient as well, so very quickly here, things starting to get out of hand for Cream, and it's only 1 out's been recorded at the top of the first.
Yeah, it's
bad here.
Really, as another run will come in, it's really not a favorable situation. You want to put someone in for their first ever pitching appearance in Wiffle Ball.
Absolutely.
Bases loaded, you're given no room for error. Eirik might help him out though, as Tuck will settle under that, make the catch. King decides not to tag. Would have been scary, understandable. Let's see if Snap can get out of it.
Almost like a swinging bunt there, as King's not able to put it in play, doesn't go very far. Bang play there at the plate.
That was a close play. Eirik's not happy about it, and you can understand why. I mean, that was really as close as it gets. The call from multiple people, though, was out, and that's what we ended up going with. King now to pitch for the Teal team. Like TK, someone we've seen pitch a lot, and a really similar style as well. Pitch to contact. You know, the pitches aren't going to move a ton. They're not going to be super fast, but he's going to find strikes. It's something that a lot of people struggle to do. You know, just hitting that square is a lot harder than it looks with these Wiffle Balls. So King with a 4-run lead, that's exactly where he wants to be. He can just try to pitch to contact. Brawly will make contact, and Eirik will rob a home run right off the rip. That is unbelievable.
What a stab from Eirik. Absolutely huge defensive play. And this is definitely somebody you like to see on your team at shortstop, and he's showing you why to kick things off. Ank's going to be patient there and take a walk here with one now putting a man aboard for Snap, who we've only seen just the one Wiffle event from so far. So let's see how he gets things rolling here for Cream, and he's going to get started off with a bang with putting the ball in play. He does reach, but again, a great defensive play at short there by Eirik, getting the force, fielder's choice.
Yeah, that was huge, and I mean, I've played a lot of sports days with Eirik behind me at shortstop, and it really is nice to have. Tuck will wave and miss at that pitch up and out of the zone. It was close enough to entice him, and he wasn't able to connect, so King will get out of it, allowing nothing. Clean frame.
Kingler does get the strikeout on his #1 rival, Tucker Spears. You know, he's absolutely frothing at the mouth. As Snap is going to get things started here at the second inning with a nice strikeout of Nathan. And he's going to follow that up on Quingar as well. So this is exactly what you're looking for Cream. Get in and out of this inning quick, limit the damage, and see if you can catch up in the bottom of the second. Let's see if Teal can keep things going. That's over the outstretched hand of Snap. A line drive to dead center, and it sneaks over for a homer. So just when you thought this could be a quick inning, Eirik just over the outstretched hand with a homer as the Wii bowling celebration is brought out by the Teal team here to keep their momentum going.
Yeah, the Donkey Kong one-handed swing just gave so much power to that ball. It was on a frozen rope to center field. If there was a fence, it was not making it over that fence. That was as low of a homer as you're going to see, basically. But that one, however, is going to be very high and very far as Nathan clubs his first career home run. Long time coming this. We've seen Nathan have his struggles in wiffle ball, but he will have a great start to the day as he gets a couple walks and slams a ball out of the park, but he does need to touch home plate, as he will do so just then.
So after 2 quick outs, all of a sudden this is a 3-run inning from Teal with Nathan, that first career home run, and that was a no-doubter. That was a bomb deep in the grass.
Speaking
what
of first
a power
career,
stroke from Nathan.
Speaking of first career, we got a first career hit for Quinn. His second event playing. Eirik, oh, nice play. Were they able to hold on to it? They were, so they are able to get out of the inning finally, allowing just 3 runs. I mean, 7-0 isn't where you want to be. They need 6 runs mercy cap just to get within 1. They will guaranteed be trailing at the end of this inning, but they need to do what they can. As Bubbly with that speed, you're never going to get him at first there. Now we'll bring up Anks.
Barefoot Brela getting it done. Getting a nice base hit there. As Anks is going to follow it up, same spot, and could have gone for the play at first. Anks did kind of let up there. If he had fully hustled, definitely eat that ball. But honestly, it's always fine with being safe there. Very tough to get that out in
nice
that scenario. Nice base hit from Snap there with a deep fly ball to center. Almost gets out, not quite, but the Barefoot Bubbly is going to make it all the way around
Anks with
to
the
get
tag.
on the board in this game.
Anks with the slide into second there that looked very painful in the meantime. Tuck will win this round as he will watch that go by for ball 4 and do a little jig. He will load up the bases and still no outs here, so if you're King and the Teal team, you really need to lock in here. You don't want to give up 6 this inning and give them the momentum, as that's dangerous, but Eirik will come up with another catch. He'll go for the peg at second. Anks isn't moving. He starts with a late break. King is not able to connect the peg, and somehow, some way, that will turn into a sacrifice fly by Bubbly, and it will even advance the runners to second and third. So if you're Cream, you just got away with murder there, to be frank.
Yeah, a couple of, dare I say, uncharacteristic defensive miscues there by Eirik and King. King just the mental lapse there, forgetting he can throw it to the backstop in scenarios like that, and missing the peg. But he does settle down, draws the pop fly from Snap there for a crucial second out, and now wants to limit the damage here and get out of this inning.
Yeah, you know what, I will say, I did sing Eirik's praises as a defender yesterday, and I will stand by them, but he does have the occasional mental lapse highlight reel attempt where he goes for a crazy ill-advised peg, and we did see that come into play as Tuck will actually draw in a run with that walk.
Yes, as Tucker now has won the best 2 out of 3 against his fearsome rival. But the momentum continues. Bubbly with a nice RBI base hit there.
Really want to shout out.
And 7-4, we have a game here, folks.
Really want to shout out Snap on that slide into third. He almost came off the bag, but was able to stay on. That's massive. But King beats Anx to the bag. Wow, foot race to the bag. Anx can't believe it. It was a bang play, but King did beat him there. I will agree, as I also had that call as out. And that's huge, as that stops the threat. Cream doesn't score the maximum. Iric hits it to right field. Tuck can't come up with it. Iric's going to think about it too. King begging him on all fours to stay, and he will stay. Thank God.
Iric does settle down there, stays at first. But Snap, wow. Deserved
Great
fist
spot.
bump there. I mean, what a pitch. Beautiful spot right off the top pipe. If you're King, you can't beat Matt there. That's just a great pitch. But Nathan, he's going to do it again. He's going to get a huge hit to right field. This one just sneaks over. And wow, what a revelation so far today from Nathan. 2 home runs in this game.
Yeah, that's incredible.
A massive lead to Teal. They've blown it open here as Wii Bowling continues.
Got touch on plate.
He did not. I was watching.
As Laura was always watching.
Yeah, Nathan, I'll tell you what, he's always shown power. We've seen him hit, like, really hard foul balls. He's just not been able to straighten it out until today, and we're seeing everything come together for this Teal team as Iric will hit that in a center field. Great spot. Honestly, just a great piece of hitting there. Just like inside out, shot up the middle. It's what you love to see.
As King here is just going to put one in play. I had my eye on another potential force play at second there. There's been a lot of those today. A lot of great defense all around from these teams. But just a good enough spot there and of course Iric's speed able to get in. As Nathan's going to keep it going there, a nice single. As a little bit of a defensive miscue there, maybe a miscommunication between Snap and Tuck is going to allow the run to come in. So some more insurance here for Teal team with 2 outs in the top of the third. Let's see what Quinn can do here.
Fell asleep at the wheel there, allowing an extra run. Quinn will load up the bases. The out at first was never going to happen with Nathan's speed. He was setting world record going to first, but you got to prevent that run from scoring if you're Cream.
Iric 3 for 6 in this game. You love to have him up in this situation. He's going to hit a deep fly ball to left, but Brawley can't quite reel it in. It looked so close to a homer. You had to imagine that was going on in his head.
Yeah, I think he was trying to rob it, and that, yeah, like you said, it got in his head. He just ended up dropping it because he tried making a jumping rob and catch, and that'll be 2 extra runs on the board for Teal. King not letting up either. He knows that based on what he saw last game, no lead is really safe. You gotta really pile on.
Yep, as he does draw his 4th walk of the game, so not a lot of the flashy hitting today. That's being left to Nathan and Iric, it seems, in this game. He does draw the walk, but Nathan not able to follow up. But you, of course, are absolutely thrilled with that inning if you're Teal.
Yeah, 8-run lead. You have to feel pretty good. King will field that perfectly. Just good fundamental play there, and takes it himself to first. Quick out, not what you want to see if you're Cream.
And now the heated 1v1. Here it is again as Tuck put this one in play. And a nice fundamental play there. Quinn getting over on first and covering. But the throw not quick enough. Tucker hustling in there. He does get a board, and he has won the war today.
Yeah, I like the attempt at the play for sure. Nothing's going to work there. Maybe Iric covers second. You maybe can get Tuck, but pretty unlikely just in that spot. Hank's coming up, looking to keep it going. Hit right to King, though, and that will be a peg out. And yeah, down to their final out is Cream team.
Huge second out there, especially with the ball in play, being able to get the peg on Anx. And he follows it up with a strikeout to Snap to close the deal. That's going to be a 12-4 win for for Teal over Cream.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a great game from Teal team all around. They really just piled on a lot of runs, and that was the name of the game here today, as Brawley was not able to find the zone. Snap had to clean it up, and, you know, first career pitching appearance, you can't hope for too much, as Teal will start 1-0, Cream will start 0-1.
All right, folks. Unfortunately, some lost footage. TK.
Yeah, we've got the classic. Had a bit of a technical difficulties. Only missed 2 at-bats, though. Larry struck out to start things against Brawly. That's big, by the way. Brawly found the zone, got Larry out, walked TK. Now we're going to see if he can continue to find it, or if Dolphin's going to chain together some walks like Teal did. You can see the purple, or Dolphin rather, line up in the top left. Pretty good first game for all of them. Let's see if CC can keep it going. I mean, unhittable. I'll just say it, that's absolutely unhittable, as that will be 2 outs, and Brawly looking to start things strong in this game.
Yeah, being there for this, it's a lot to take in, that speed, you know. I don't think the camera quite does it justice, knowing what's coming at you when you step into that batter's box. TK, to his credit, still batting 1,000, draws the walk, but not much else to be excited about for Dolphin that inning. So definitely daunting if Brawly continues to maintain the zone. But let's see what they can do on offense. Let's see if they can put more pressure on Dolphin here, or if TK is going to settle in.
Well,
oh, what a play.
Hard hit, but right to TK, able to pick it up, able to peg Brawly, trying to avoid it at first. So an out to start things. And you gotta think, as he will walk Angst there, you gotta think that you can't be allowing a lot of runs here if you're Dolphin, because if Brawly continues what we just saw, runs are gonna come at a premium this game.
Absolutely, but Snap doing damage there. He's gonna round. Oh, he takes a big lead. Gonna go back to 1. But a nice piece of hitting there, getting one straight up the middle to advance the runner. Still only 1 out here for Tuck. Some hat on and everything.
Yeah, Tuck now donning the cowboy hat. Will ground it over the left side. Nice play by TK and Aiden there. Aiden at shortstop to start this game. Covers third just like he needs to. TK with a good toss. Brawly, that pitch will peg him, and he will be aboard first. Bases are now loaded with 2 outs.
I couldn't help but notice CC sprinting over to the third base side of the field. I'm very curious about that. But Angst doing a great job there with his world famous fly swat there. Gets that one batted straight down into the field with some power. Draws in 2 runs.
Yeah,
so
that's
this
massive.
is exactly what you're looking for Cream. That's absolutely huge.
TK with the big looping curveball finds the zone and the swing and the miss. So 2 runs surrendered. You know, normally I would say that's completely fine. That's like a result you're looking for if you're TK. But after what you saw in that first inning, you just are now praying that Brawly misses the zone a couple times. And Larry, I mean, he recognized it was going to be a strike. He tried to fight it off, but just was not even close. And I mean, you blink and you'll miss it. 2 outs.
And I mean, just there's nothing to say. It's just look at the impact these pitches have on the strike zone. Just listen to that. Like, what more can we say? That's what you're dealing with here, stepping in the bog, and you can't blame Aiden for that reaction at all. I mean, what are you to do?
Yeah, so you're telling me
quick inning there.
CC coming up for his first pitching appearance. I think TK, noticing what's going on this game, wants to give CC a shot, see what he's got. Maybe that he could pitch against Teal later if he's got something. But Tuck will walk on 4 straight. No intent of swinging there, clearly. And Brawly also on a 3-0 count. Brawly's got the red light. As you're facing a new pitcher, someone who's never pitched, he's waving that bat around, he's not swinging shit. He'll be aboard first. And 8 balls straight, CC's gonna tell TK to come back in, and we'll have to see if he can quell the damage a bit. Angst, though, shot in the left. Oh, it's not a home run. People think it's a home run, and Brawly's out at third. What in the world?
That must have just missed. Oh.
Misses by an inch. Larry and TK with an incredible play on Brawly in the meantime, as Snap will shoot that in the left field, and that one is certainly gone. There was definitely some debate on the field about that Angst hit. No debate to be had with this one. Snap slaps his first career home run, and he will get lassoed into home plate by his team, as now Cream's kind of broken this game open. 5-0 lead.
Love that celebration here as Tuck steps in. The hat has been removed for good luck, and it is working for him. A walk earlier, now a nice base hit there, Larry. Not able to convert on what would have been a very difficult play. As Barefoot Brawly is going to do it again here, almost the same spot there to the shortstop. Going to advance the runner, nice single. Inks up to bat here, 2 for 2. Great start so far. Can he keep it going here? The patented, no, it was not the patented TK looping curve that time.
Yeah,
that one goes over his head for ball 4.
Yeah, load the bases. I mean, if you're Dolphin, you need to try to get out of this. Shot to right field. CC gets the force at first. Honestly, nice play, smart play. That's the best case scenario you can get there, is just pick up the ball, step on first, let the run score. You can't do anything else there.
Great wiffle ball play there by CC, absolutely. As Tucker stays patient, he draws the walk. And it's 6-0 here. Bases loaded, 2 out. Can Brawley keep it going?
Yeah, max for
more
Cream.
Damage? No.
7-0 now. Max for Cream is 8. That would hit the 6-run mercy cap. So if you're TK, you're hoping to not hit that, but Anks will hit that hard as well. I mean, Anks is really connecting with some pop in this game. Not something we're used to seeing from the fly swatter, as he just missed his first career homer and then smacks that ball in the outfield to mercy the inning at 8.
Has reached every time that he's come up to bat today. I mean, unbelievable start for Manx. And when you have this kind of pitching going on, it's going to be tough to win against a team that is doing this well offensively and has borderline unstoppable pitching.
Yeah, TK with the right approach there. No intent of swinging whatsoever, and I think that what we have seen from Dolphin this game, which we didn't really see with Teal, is that they have been giving Brawley some strikes. CC, though, connects in on the hands, and the ball gets thrown into Narnia. TK will think about rounding home, but, I mean, down 8 runs, really no point. He will stay at third.
Very impressive piece of hitting by CC there to get a hold of one.
Kills the
unfortunately,
no-hitter.
Brawley is gonna absolutely does kill the no-hitter, as unfortunately a tough day is getting tougher for Aiden here as Brawley gets him again, and he's gonna follow suit with Larry, and again it's just so tough. As Dolphin, they do come close to getting some runs on the board, but it was just not meant to be in this game.
Yeah, Larry having
take it 8-0.
the absolute least fun you could have possible in that game. 0 for 4 with 4 Ks against 100-mile-an-hour pitching. It's just, yeah. Ultimately, you know, Cream did what they needed to do at the plate, which is score 1 run. They scored 8, just for good measure, and Brawley absolutely shut it down. That will even out both of these teams at 1-1 in the standings.
Oh.
Game 4 of Wiffle Ball coming into play here. It's Eagle versus Teal. Eagle looking for a bounce back after a heartbreaking 8-9 loss. Teal, on the other hand, riding high, 12-4 in their first game. And they've got a tough hitter in Howard to face. He's been having a great day. First pitch swinging straight to Eirik. No play to be made. He'll go for it anyways, though. Will Howler think about second? Nope. He will be aboard with a single, though, to lead things off.
Brings Doopy up to bat here with a man on. He does end up taking strike 3, so he will succumb there to Kingler pitching. And let's see how this unfolds. And I think what's been very telling with this team so far, Howler batting 600s, 2 teammates yet to record a hit, both batting 0-0-0. So they're going to need to get going, get Howler some more support here.
Yeah, they've drawn some walks. Howler aggressively swings at that one. It'll be a fly out. And that's the risk that you run with the aggressive hitting style, is that you will run into some outs there, but obviously with the damage he's done today, you can't complain. Doobie taking a really passive approach today, and that'll continue as King dots the up or outside corner. I mean, kind of tip your cap if you're Doobie there, but at the same time, we might need to see some more aggression out of him in the Eagle team.
Very tough pitch in that instance, and yeah, you'll absolutely take the walks, but yeah, definitely going to need to see a little bit more aggression there at the plate. But we are absolutely going to be seeing some aggression here on the mound from Doobie, and although they did end up losing the prior game, still, I mean, I don't think Doobie by any means lost control of the zone or anything like that. I mean, you like what you were seeing. There was just a lot of contact being made.
Yeah, Doobie was able
to continue that.
Nice hit by Eirik up the middle once again. Doobie did record 7 strikeouts in that last game. He was just getting hit around a bit. And it's not something we're used to seeing with Doobie. Normally, when he gives up a lot of runs, it's because of the walks. In the Dolphin game, they were just kind of tearing the cover off the ball, as that will bloop in between Howler and Doobie. and you hate to see that if you're Eagle. Just like the worst place that ball could land, and King will be aboard with a hit and nobody out.
Tough break there for Eagle, and they are gonna limit the damage there, as Eirik kind of with a little bit of a stop start there should be going to third full gas all the way.
Yeah, I think if
Eagle's able to make
Eirik
him
was
pay.
full throttle to third, he's in there safely. Instead, Valour sees the opportunity and he takes full advantage and pegs him out, sliding into third. Quinn will be aboard with a walk. Bases are loaded. You really need to shut it down here if you're Doobie for some momentum. Eirik, though, has been hitting the ball all day, and he will uncharacteristically watch that sail by for ball 4 and walk in a run. So really, you know, Teal is doing it all today. Eirik's walking, Nathan's hitting homers, like, King's pitching his ass off. That'll be off the track too, so 2 runs coming for Teal. And yeah, I said the walks weren't plaguing Doobie, but now they're starting to.
See if Nathan can continue to make him pay for it. That's going to be a deep drive to right field. A high fly ball, but just a little bit too high and not deep enough.
I think Quinn could have tagged up there.
Yes.
There. That'll rob Nathan of an RBI, unfortunately. But Quinn will just look to continue doing his job. He's doing a jig in the box. He wants to get on base here with the walk. Oh, but he good recognition there that was a strike. I like the swing, just not able to connect. And Doobie's able to wiggle out of the inning, only allowing 2. You can live with that. You know, you gotta be able to score at least 2 off of King here if you're the Eagle team, at least if you want to win this game.
Nice slide from Smash there after putting that ball in play. Nice attempt there from King to Quinn, but not able to haul it in. Would have been really tight anyways. And Valour, looks like he was going to make him pay. Absolutely a home run, if not for another great stab at short from Eirik, his second today. And Kingler, with his pitch-to-contact style, is feeling very glad to have Eirik in the field today.
Unbelievable play by Eirik there. I mean, what can you say about this guy that hasn't already been said? Doobie aboard with another walk, so still not being too aggressive at the plate. Smash on twice this game, so a nice start for him, but he will not be able to connect on that. The ball drops right under his bat, and that will be 2 outs. So King with a chance to get out of this inning unscathed as well, and that would be, I feel like, backbreaking for the Eagle squad. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Eirik fields that ball cleanly and gets the lead runner out on the way to third. And King puts up another 0, and Teal's going to have another chance to tack on here.
Absolutely huge for Teal team there. As we've discussed, King with the pitch-to-contact style, you're expecting to give up some runs, so having a 0 after 2 is exactly what the type of game Teal is looking for. And defensive miscues here from Eagle team. Smash spikes that one into the ground inexplicably, and Eirik's going to come all the way around. I'm not sure what I just witnessed.
I mean, first of all, I love the base running from Eirik. So aggressive,
Absolutely.
and it paid off in a big way because Valour ill-advisedly chucks the ball over to first, trying to make a miracle highlight reel play. Smash isn't able to come up with it, and then Smash spikes the ball into no man's land, and Eirik is able to easily come around and score. King with the walk as well. King's been walking a lot today. As Nathan, is that going to clear the fence? It's not. Smash will come up with the catch. Big first out for Eagle.
Nathan, who has been showing a lot of power at the plate today, been very dangerous, big out there for Eagle, and you really want to take what you can get with Quinger there, but he is going to draw the walk, so the free pass is starting to haunt Doobie as this game progresses. Eirik's going to, like a swinging bunt there, going to put that one in play. That's going to load the bases, and Eirik lost the ground. I wonder what happened there, but bases loaded, only 1 man out here for King, so chance for this one to really be getting out of hand for Eagle. Let's see what King can do.
Yeah, Eirik,
huge strikeout from Doobie.
big strikeout on 3 pitches, no less. Doobie able to find the zone in a big spot. That'll bring up Nathan, who's in the hitter's count here, 3-1. He might be looking to swing big, and he does, and it's a carbon copy. We've seen Nathan with that same exact home run now 3 times today. A grand slam with 2 outs. That is absolutely backbreaking for the Eagle team, as Nathan will skip around merrily to home plate. He will touch home plate this time as he hits his 3rd home run of the day. Absolutely incredible.
And that one a grand slam, no less. The celebration, they're so happy they almost took out the entire strike zone. I mean, everything going Teal's way so far today in Wiffle. But not with that at bat, as Quinn does strike out to finally retire the side there. So now, all of a sudden, last ups here for Eagle team. That is going to be a great start. Doobie looking like it's going to be a double here. Great piece of hitting there. We asked to see more aggression. We got it right there, as that's a beautiful hit.
Yeah, aggressive on the base paths too. Stretches it to 2. So now, Eagles needs a lot more where that came from. Grounder to King. Smash hits the deck. King is able to get him. Doobie advances to 3rd, but that will be a really big first out. As if you're the Eagle team, you really need to string something together.
Oh my goodness.
That pitch was going to hit Howler in the face. 0-2 count, so he was, I guess, just ready to swing at anything, and he did, and it worked.
I don't know what to say. I mean, that might be the most hysterical swing I've ever seen. And it was a base hit. And oh my goodness, what a defensive effort from Irica there. Does he get the out? It looks like he beat him. Did he get the base? He does.
Looks like he's out.
Howler walking back to the sidelines. Yes, that unbelievable defensive play from Iric once again. 2 stabs, 2 great force plays at second. And he's going to keep it going, catching that pop fly from Smash. To his credit, although that will end the game, Smash showing more aggression as that game progressed as well. The last, I believe, 4 at-bats ended with him swinging. 3 of them putting the ball in play. But Eagle just not able to convert. Teal just doing way too much damage.
Yes.
7-1 victory.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great win for Teal. I mean, again, firing on all cylinders. Great offense, great defense, great pitching. Eagle not able to get the offense going really so far, and they're looking at an 0-2 with Cream potentially with Brawly pitching left to go.
Oh!
All right, and the next game here beginning with, unfortunately, another blue screen, more lost footage. Thankfully, not too much. Brawly getting aboard with a walk, and Ink striking out for the first out of the inning here in Cream versus Eagle. This is going to be Eagle's final game today, and Cream's as well. So interesting. We've seen like 2 different Cream teams here so far, and Eagle looking to get a much-needed win here. But Cream is not going to make it easy, as it's going to be 1st and 3rd here early in this game with 1 out in the 1st. Let's see if Tucker can lay on some damage.
Tucker will hit it up the middle. Great hit. Smash is not able to stop it, and that will bring Brawly in for the first round of the game for Cream.
That's the 2nd time today that we've seen a line drive right over the outstretched hand of the pitcher, which ends up being an RBI base hit for Tuck. A lot of power on that one. Tuck ready to run the marathon. The gun is fired as Howler sprays himself by getting the peg for a big out there, getting the lead runner for the 2nd out of the inning. So now instead of bases loaded, 1 out, it's 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. Inks with the grounder, nice job putting the ball in play, but Howler with his 2nd great peg play of the inning, and that one's going to retire the side, so they limit the damage, only 1-0. Pretty solid start there, really for both sides.
Yeah, really necessary. You got to think too, as look at who's back. We've got Brawly. The stats don't look incredible because that first game blew up his ERA, but I mean, what we saw last game, Eagle has to be worried about it. Howler up to the plate. Let's see what he's going to do. He doesn't look like he intends to swing, and he doesn't. That ball hit him on the arm. That'll be ball 4.
And a great day at the plate for Howler is going to continue by drawing the walk against Brawly here, who, I mean, as we've seen, is you know, if he loses the zone, you might see a game like Teal where he comes out early, and it's going to rely on their offense, or a game against Dolphin where he really settled in. And so far, we're seeing a bit of both. Two early walks, but a nice strikeout on Smash. Blows that one right by him.
Full count pitch coming to Howler. This is a big one. Howler, though, still looked with no intent to swing, even on the full count. He was ready to roll the dice there, and you can understand it. I think that's the correct play if you're trying to win this game. You're not going to hit it, so you gotta watch it. And Doobie will watch that one go, and we got a tie game. But I'll say this. No matter how many batters Brawly walks here, I think he should stay in this game. What we've seen today is Sure, he might walk some as he strikes out Smash there on 3 pitches once again, but I think the damage he'll incur is much less if he stays in this game. Shockingly, Howler didn't swing there. I can't believe it, as he looked absolutely ready to go.
As the bat flip has been brought out for a walk, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, justifiably, that's a go-ahead walk. 2-1.
As even Doobie's getting in on the action, waving the bat, and so far this is looking more like the Teal outing than the Dolphin with these walks. Interestingly enough, Howler and Doobie yet to be retired by Brawly, both outs being strikeouts on Smash, so a little bit of bully ball here from Brawly, and it does continue as he unfortunately bullies Smash for all 3 outs that last one. Interesting.
3 pitches again. That one, he gave it to him. That pitch was not close to the zone. And like I said in the Dolphin game, you can't be doing that. If you're batting against Brawly right now, you really should not be swinging the bat borderline at all based on what we've seen. I know CC connected with one for a grounder hit, but it's looked tough. It's looked tough to connect with. Brawly, though, will connect with that, and that's in. It's not a home run. Brawly's questioning it. He thinks that's gone. It's not. He will be able to go to second, though, as they... Oh, and Tuck's breaking for home! The peg is offline. Tuck is safe.
Wow.
Brawly comes in
what
third.
What an insane play.
I mean, just...
Millimeters, I mean centimeters, had to be so close from being a homer. Looks like we're going to have second and third, and then some heads-up base running there. I mean... What a crazy play. Yeah,
I mean, Eagle went to second with it, and Tuck took full advantage. He broke for home immediately. Really alert and aware base running there, as Snap will go fishing out of the zone, and it's gone. Wow, that is an incredible piece of hitting there. I mean, that's nowhere close to the zone, and he barely even put a swing on that. But I mean, that guy's jacked, and that ball goes flying out effortlessly as he will get reeled in.
He's lassoed in yet again. Or was it the fishing rod this time?
Yeah, Cream's celebration is fucking great, I will say that. Yeah. As Tucker
just awesome.
Loops it in between. Tucker really just feeling his oats today, as he would say. As that just lands in no man's land, and he will get yet another hit for himself.
So Mama gets aboard as Barefoot Brawly brings it up to bat, and is this
that
one out?
Gone?
No, it's not. You have to wonder. You have to wonder, man, how close these are. But,
Brawly needs to hit the weight rack. It's that simple. I mean, you saw Snap power that ball out without even swinging borderline. Brawly's missing 2 balls by an inch. He should have 2 home runs. Oh, out at home plate.
Ooh. Half a step if Tuck hustles all the way, but he is compensating for the peg, so it is fair. But what a bang play. Nice job by Doobie getting the out there by using the backstop.
Yeah, Snap coming up. Oh, finds the inside corner. That ball had some movement. That was looking like it was coming at Snap, and it curved in. Not usually something we see with Doobie's pitching. We see a lot of up-down, not a lot of left to right, so Snap wasn't ready for that. That one also go left to right, but that will go right out of the zone as Tucker will be aboard with a walk.
Tucker yet to be retired today. Absolutely popping off as Vel'Koz in the mid lane in this game. But Doobie does settle down for a key third out there to get Brawly.
Yeah, Brawly
so they're down 2 here going into bot 2.
Pitches no less, and you gotta love that if you're Doobie, that you're keeping this game in range. I mean, they scored 3 runs last inning. If they do that again, they'll be in the lead. And Howler's aboard once again with a walk. 4th walk, yet to be retired today. 4 walks. And Doobie looking to do the same here. Can he get on for the 4th time today with his 4th consecutive walk? Not this time, as Brawly is able to finally retire Doobie. For really
the first time today,
somehow. Out there.
Just some crazy sentence.
Really important to try to kill some of their momentum before they get too many runners on base. Smash swings at a ball again. You can tell he's kind of pressing a bit now. After Brawly sat him down on 6 pitches for his first 2 at-bats, throwing all strikes, I think that got in his head. I think he started thinking, he's going to hit the zone, I got to try to do something. And Howler will finally be retired by Brawly as well. Brawly gets his, just a 100-mile-an-hour fastball in the bottom outside corner, and the inning's over just like that. And now, if you're Eagle, you're staring down the barrel of an 0-3, and Cream could really bring it home if they are able to tack on more insurance runs this inning. Anks aboard with the walk on 4 straight. That's what you want to see if you're Cream.
Just a crazy turn of events here, as with Cream, Brawly pitching, struggling in that first game, dropping the first game. It looked like a tough outlook in the sport, and now all of a sudden, Brawly settles in. They're on the verge of 2-1, and now it's Eagles staring down the barrel of the 0-3, as you said. And that's going to continue here, as Tuck, again, yet to be retired today, 2 for 2 with 3 walks, is going to get on once again. It's 2 on and 1 out for Cream, with Brawly, a dangerous hitter, coming up. And they have the chance to really do more damage, but he does sit down Brawly again.
Doobie's got Brawly's number right now, the last couple of bats. Tuck, like you said, is having a great game, especially hitting in that 4 hole. He's just really, moving the line, keeping the line moving, rather. And Anks to be aboard once again, doing the same, walking on 4 straight, and now Snap with the bases loaded is scary based on what we've seen today.
Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. A swinging bunt, dare I say. We've seen many of them over in Sports Day, but especially today. And just so close. Doobie, I mean, it was a great play. It was the right play to just make the quick pivot, chuck that ball to the backstop. It just barely misses it, and it's going to bring a couple of runs in. As Tucker once again is going to get aboard. Again, a nice defensive effort for Doobie, but they're just not able to convert. And it's going to be another run in here with 2 outs. So it was 5-3 with 2 outs. Cream able to convert on all these runners with 2 down, and they're going to continue here, it looks like. They will not. Was there? Yeah, I don't know if they maybe thought there was a ghost runner or something going on there, but miscue there, another run in.
The defensive Eagle is collapsing at a bad time, as another run's going to score. Brawly, honestly, yep, I thought so. He's coming around to score as well. That'll bring them all the way up to 11. They could have been out of this inning with 5, folks. And, I mean, you can't expect Doobie necessarily to make that play at home, but I think he would tell you he should have made it, and that is the difference of 6 runs in this inning with the events that followed. He will strike out Snap to end it, but now Eagle is faced with the daunting task of scoring at least 8 runs off of Brawly, as that ball almost hits him in the face. Doobie almost went, but I think he was able to hold up his swing. He will be bored.
And I gotta say, I mean, thankfully I only had to step into the box against Brawly once. I was one of the lucky ones, but definitely fearing for taking a 100-mile-per-hour fastball to the head when you're in the box. Doobie thankfully just barely avoids that, suffering that fate this time. I believe it did happen earlier in that at-bat, or in the day.
Howler batting lefty versus Brawly pitching a lefty. Needless to say, Howler will walk on 4 straight. Brawly doing Howler solid there, upping his OBP, as Doobie will not get the same treatment. He will instead get a 100-mile fastball right down the dick, hitting the bottom outside corner and retiring him for the 2nd out.
Yeah, Howler and Brawly with a little gentleman's agreement here in a game that was looking to be coming to the end. And it does there, as Brawly retires Smash for the 6th time today. Just a very unfortunate draw here for Cream Team, with Brawly absolutely just popping off on the mound and really taking over in that 3rd inning offensively.
Yeah, I mean,
taking advantage.
No hitter there technically, although he did allow 3 runs, as Cream Team will go 2-1 on the day after some amazing pitching heroics from Brawly.
Ow.
Final game of the day. It is time for Teal Team versus Dolphin Team. This is probably, I would think, going to be a great game. TK versus King pitching matchups. Historically, we see some high-scoring, high-octane action, and TK has been struggling on the mound today a bit. I think he's not been pitching up to his standards, still having trouble finding the zone, as Iric will walk to start the game. It's something we saw start last event in Austin 2026, and the walk struggles have continued into this event. He will need to find it for Dolphin to have a chance in this game.
King up to bat here, and like you said, I mean, the King TK pitching matchups, at least for me, always some of my favorite games, always some of the most fun. And in part because we both know we're both going to be getting some pitches that we can hit. And Kingler frothing at the mouth there to live up to that. Does put a ball in play to reach Nathan. Another inside. Nathan frothing as we've seen him all day. King's going to come all the way around.
Wow.
2 RBIs from Nathan. So Nathan, a lot of these inside, especially the high and inside pitches, he's just had them figured out today. Has been just smothering those balls to deep right field.
Nathan to third easily with a triple, and that's while stopping at second. I think if he was going full throttle like he was sprinting a marathon the whole time, I think that would have been an inside the park, no bullshit.
If I'm not mistaken, that may be just the second triple in the history of WZ Sports Day, unless I'm forgetting one.
I believe there's been 2. I think that's number 3. I think RCP in Atlanta 2021 and Nathan in Philly 2022. And King actually in Austin 2022, or 2023 rather, now that I'm thinking about it. So there's been 3. That's number 4. Unless I'm forgetting another one. King will strike out there. TK with a much needed first out. On the riser, no less. Pitch he's not thrown a lot today. Oh, he struggles with that one. That hit Quinn on the foot. That is unbelievable. I don't even know if Quinn doesn't know he's out. TK doesn't know he's out. He's shrugging. Apparently the call on the field is out. So if you're TK, you're like, all right, cool. Needed that. One swing, though, could mercy the inning still, so you got to be a bit scared as Quinn will walk. With Irick and King coming up back to the top of the lineup. Really big threat here of one swing, just putting up the max of 6, and that would be the worst case scenario, obviously, for the Dolphin team.
Teal, that's exactly what you were hoping for there, for Quinn to draw the walk with 2 outs to keep this inning going with the bases loaded for Irick, who's been hot all day, but TK is able to connect on that patented curve, deliver strike 3 on the inside corner. Can't be too mad at that if you're Irick, but it does end the inning. So that's going to bring King up here, who has recorded the 2 wins so far today. With a 2.5 ERA, you know, like you'll take it for somebody that's pitching to contact.
I mean, that's really good. That's well below the career league average. It's very good. And CC looking to put a stop to it. It'll go over Quinn's head, but stay in the yard. CC though off to the races. He will be in 2 second with a leadoff double. And the Dolphin offense, save for that Cream game where they were up against a monster. They looked really good hitting against Eagle, so they're hoping that they can match that 3 and maybe even top it.
PK with just some absolutely monster stats today. I mean, all 3 of those just unbelievable, and he keeps it going by advancing the runner. He's a lot of nice, powerful ground balls to the third base side of the field. You've seen it doing damage with that all day long. Aiden, though, not able to keep it going as he does go fishing for a high one.
He's getting frustrated. Like I said about Smash earlier, he's probably pressing a bit because, the results haven't been there and he wants to start producing for his team. Will that clear it? Well, it will. Larry with a 3-run game-tying home run. Let's take a look at that one again. Really similar to his home run against Doobie. The swing was nearly identical. The placement, Irick was on his horse trying to rob it, but he was not able to get there in time. And it was likely over the line anyways, so Larry just with his 2nd home run of the day, really crucial home run there for Dolphin.
Huge for Dolphin there after getting shut down against Cream. Big morale boost there for Larry and for the entire team to really remind everybody what this team can do on offense. They come right back and answer to tie this game here in the bottom of the 1st. King looking to keep it at that, as Irick with another great play. Would have been close as to whether or not that would have gone out. Definitely could have, but it doesn't matter. Irick once again making plays.
Yeah, I mean, Irick just a vacuum over there. TK hit the ball hard. Again, questionable if it would have gone out, but Irick makes sure it's nothing. No single, no double. What a fucking... Wow, that was crazy. TK had some trouble picking that ball up, but then he just kind of flicks it over to first with the sidearm, and somehow it beats King with the bag.
And if TK stops and goes for a full windup and throw, he's safe easily. The only thing he could have done there to get the outs to make the quick flip on target, and that's exactly what he did. But Nathan is able to get on. So let's see what Teal can get out of this inning. TK with that nasty pitch there on the inside corner low to strike Quinn out. And a key 2nd out there to try and keep this game tied.
Irick goes chasing. That ball was close enough to entice him, and Irick could not hold up. And that's a clean inning. I mean, the 1 base runner, but 0 runs. That is absolutely massive for Dolphin. as now they're going to look to try to take the lead before the third.
Aiden does put one in play. Nice effort there, but yet again, was it? Yeah, I was gonna say
call safe.
It looked safe. Looked safe. I thought there might have been an out call there for a moment, but yes, he was safe once again. A nice effort, but the ball just not getting there quick enough. The runner just too fast for the second time today for Teal. The King does draw the pop fly of Larry, getting a dangerous hitter out there. CC has shown some pop as well. Let's see what he can do here against King. That's a deep fly to right field. That's going to be over Nathan's head. And once again, for CC, just barely misses.
Yeah,
I gotta say,
calls it in. CC couldn't believe it. He's yelling at him. And, I mean, the runner will advance to third, but CC was hoping that would be a home run.
And that's going to bring TK up here with a man in scoring position, 2 men on. That ground ball, so hardly hit, going to get by King. Nice RBI there, single from TK. And it is a fielder's choice. And do they get the out there at second? They do. They do call the
It was a bang-bang play. We've seen a lot of those in this game and all day, really. Just these bang-bang plays that could go either way. That one goes against Dolphin, and it's really big because if you're King, you really need to stop the damage here before it gets too out of hand.
But he does end up giving away the free pass there with 2 outs to Larry. Dangerous hitter, so not the worst outcome for sure. But definitely never want to give up the free pass. It's going to bring CC up, who's done some damage to this. 2 very close calls for home runs. But it is going to be the walk, the RBI walk, King giving up the free pass with the bases loaded. So that's going to be a potentially crucial 5th run for Dolphin here with 2 outs. Not what you want to see if you're Teal. And TK is going to make them pay.
Hard hit into left field. Eirik had trouble with it, so 2 runs were able to come around to score. I mean, that was an absolute bullet off the bat of TK to give them a 7-3 lead. Aiden with a little doinker. Are they going to be able to get the out at third? It was very close, but
very close.
Once again, another close play, but I think the call on that's going to be out, and that will stop the damage at just 4 runs for the inning. You can live with that if you're Teal. Trailing 4, they just need to get some base runners, and they have a shot at this game. And King with the walk, that ball was nowhere close. King walked on 4 straight. That's exactly what you want to see if you're the Teal team to start off this inning.
You know, with the offense Teal has shown today, you can live with it, but definitely not something, if you're King on the mound, that you wanted to have happen there. You really did not want to let TK get up to bat in that situation with the type of day he's been having at the plate. That's exactly what happens. He gets up to bat, does damage. So, not impossible, as we can see, as the bases are quickly loaded. TK losing the zone. Eirik goes fishing for a pitch so high up out of the zone. Hits it, absolutely destroys that ball. That's going to... Is that going to clear the base? No, it's going to be first and second. Twins are a bit more passive on the base paths, but not risking giving up an out. 2 runs in, cuts the deficit in half. King going to take a nasty pitch from TK there. Looked in, cuts right back over and into the zone for the strikeout. Massive play there.
As Teal's threatening, 1 swing can give them the lead. Full count pitch to Nathan. He goes chasing a low outside for it. TK with the throw to third. Larry covers, and it's in time. Wow, that is extremely important, as now Teal is down to their final out.
Could be a potentially game-winning play there. I mean, you could have bases loaded, 1 out. Instead, first and second, 2 outs with Quinn coming up, but he does his job and gets on base with the walk. Absolutely crucial there to keep this game alive. So now for the second time here, down to their last out with Eirik up to bat. And another swinging bunt, puts this one in play. It's going to be close at the plate, but safe is the call.
Yep, TK tried to, I don't know if it was a makeable play, but he tried to shovel it up off the ground into the zone or into King and just was not able to get any juice on it. So now King is going to come up trailing 6-7 with the bases loaded, and he puts a charge into it. Does it have enough? Larry at the track, can't catch it. It's gone. A grand slam. Oh my goodness. That is King's first home run of the day, and it could not have come at a better time. He wasn't sure if it was gone. He's watching, waiting, and it just goes. Unbelievable. That is just insanely clutch hitting from King, and now Teal is ahead 10-7.
You know, King, a little bit of an uncharacteristically quiet hitting day. You expect to see some pop and some power. Been relatively quiet in that department all day. But sometimes when a hitter is due, sometimes it comes at a good time, and you could not have had a better time for that to come through. as all of a sudden this game has been flipped completely upside down. After 7-3, it's a 7-run inning for Teal, many of those runs with 2 outs to survive, and all of a sudden, they are 3 outs away from winning this game out of nowhere.
And Larry goes chasing out of the zone for strike 3 on 3 pitches, so King really trying to set the tone here. Don't let them get comfortable, don't let them get in a groove. 3 runs is very doable for Dolphin, but they go down 2 in a row to start. And now TK's up to bat, and he's their last hope. Down by 3.
2 massive strikeouts there. You got the big hitter coming up at TK. Another swinging bunt that, I mean, that's as close as it gets to being a foul ball. Even TK thought for sure that was going to spin foul, but it doesn't. It stays put. He's going to reach safely to keep Dolphin alive. Let's see if Aiden can get something going here. 2 singles today in this game.
Any way you can take it. Aiden, first pitch swinging. Right back to King. Will he be able to get the out? Pegs him on the way to first. That will end the game. Wow. If that peg misses, we're talking a whole new ball game, as that would have brought the tying run to the plate. Instead, King locks in, he gets the out at first, and Dolphin quickly goes down in the bottom of the 3rd. After Teal just stole all the momentum in the top, King was down to his last strike when he hit that grand slam. Dolphin was a strike away from winning this game and going 2-1. Instead, they will be going 1-2 in Wiffle, which is definitely not what they were hoping for. Teal, on the other hand, with a 3-0 start to Sports Day, they are absolutely elated. Here's a look at the Wiffle Ball hitting stats. You can see how everyone's stacked up in a number of different hitting categories, as well as the Wiffle Ball pitching stats, where you can see for the people who did pitch, there was only about 6 people who did, how they stacked up in a number of different pitching categories. Following which, here we've got the Wiffle Ball hitting leaderboards, those hitting categories from earlier. I've compiled the most relevant, useful ones, I would say, here in about 6 categories, and you can see how everyone's stacked up in those hitting categories. Similarly, for the pitching side, we've got 6 pitching categories here as well, and you can see how those folks who did pitch compare to each other in those pitching categories. And now for the Wiffle Ball Player of the Game Awards. I usually ramble on way too long during these, so I'm going to try to be a bit briefer than usual in this case. TK getting the Player of the Game for Dolphin versus Eagle. At the plate, went a perfect 5 for 5, that being 3 for 3 with a double as well as 2 walks. On the mound, had some struggles for sure, but was able to lock it in when it mattered most to clutch up the win, and also just had some good defensive plays in this game as well for a really all-around body of work in this game. Cream versus Teal, I gave this one to Nathan. He had 2 home runs accounting for 6 RBI. Really just an incredible game at the plate. Full team effort from Teal, of course, but Nathan really stole the show in my opinion with his first 2 career home runs. Dolphin versus Cream, kind of a no-brainer here. Brawley absolutely shut down the Dolphin team offense with 3 innings pitched, no earned runs on just 1 hit and 3 walks, 9 strikeouts, obviously getting the win. And he was also great at the plate, only made 1 out, was 1 for 2 with 3 walks. Eagle versus Teal, I gave this one to Eirik. This was a tough one because King had a really great performance on the mound. It felt really, really tough to justify giving this one to Eirik over King, but the fact is Eirik was a perfect 3 for 3 at the plate with a walk as well, and had another home run robbery in this game following his first one in their game against Cream, and I just feel like he needs some recognition for that great defense he was playing all day, and so I gave him the Player of the Game award for Eagle versus Teal. Next up, we've got Cream versus Eagle. I gave it to Brawley again. This one, definitely more of a full team effort than the last one because Brawley did run into some walk issues on the mound, walking in 3 runs, but he ended up no-hitting them and striking out 9 and securing them the win, while also having a nice game at the plate as well. Finally, Teal versus Dolphin. I gave this one to King for pretty obvious reasons. He really clutched up with that go-ahead grand slam, and then following that, he shut the door on Dolphin in the bottom of the 3rd inning, keeping them scoreless when he needed to the most, and finishing off the game for his team to 3-0. So, with all that being said, those are going to be your Player of the Game awards for Wiffle Ball in WZ Sports Day Chicago 2026. And that'll just about do it for this video, everyone. Here's a look at the standings following Wiffle Ball. Teal team with an excellent start to their Sports Day, 3-0, and they've got soccer coming up next with Iric on their team, so they are in the driver's seat heading into Sport 2. Cream Team going 2-1, probably not what they expected prior to the event, but Brawley really found something on the mound and they were able to find 2 wins, which is absolutely massive for their outlook. I said they were the underdog in the Meet the Teams video, but certainly not anymore after this showing. And Dolphin Team 1-2, they were probably hoping to get 2 wins in Wiffle Ball, so a little disappointing for them. And Eagle Team, really disappointing for them as they start their Sports Day 0-3 in what was arguably supposed to be their best sport, or at least one of them for sure. With all that being said, next up is going to be soccer. The merged soccer format that we have been accustomed to seeing in the 4-team Sports Day events, and that will be coming at you next week. So stay tuned, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.